The Adamant Time Event is bringing an update to guaranteed lucky trades that I think a lot of people are misunderstanding. So let's clear that up now. This type of guaranteed lucky trade does not depend on how many total luckies you have in your account. It only depends on how many luckies you have from this type of guaranteed trading. So that means from trading Pokemon that have been caught in 2016, 2017, and now 2018 is being added when this event starts. Previously, you could have 15 luckies from this type of trade. Niantic will be increasing that to 25. So that means everybody, regardless of how many luckies you have on your account, will get an additional 10. If you didn't do any of the previous 15, then you'll have 25 that you can do. If you did some of them, then you'll have 10 plus however many you didn't do. I'll go over the full details of this a little bit later in the video. Chapters in the description if you want to skip to that part. But right now, let's take a look at the rest of the event. The Adamant Time event will start on December 11th at 10 a.m. and run to December 15th at 8 p.m. local time. There's only one bonus for this event, but if you need XP, it is a beast of a bonus. It is 3 times catch XP. And what that means is for every Pokemon you catch with an excellent throw, you are going to get 3,000 experience points or 6,000 experience points with a lucky egg. So if you're still grinding XP, this is definitely an event you want to get out and do some grinding, use some lucky eggs if you have them, and get a whole bunch of experience. Looking at the research for this event, there's going to be 2 timed research available. First one is the catch up with timed research. This is focused on XP and leveling up. So there will be tasks for hitting level 10, level 20, level 30, and level 40. You'll get items and Stardust at each milestone. Important to note that if you have already hit these levels, you will instantly be able to claim those rewards when the timed research goes live. And the timed research will also extend beyond the end of the event, so it will be available till December 31st, giving you a decent amount of time to try and complete it. However, getting to level 40 could be a little bit trickier for some people. Thankfully, we have that catch XP bonus to help, and there's a few other research that we're going to talk about that will help you out as well. Looking at the next timed research, that is going to be focused on making friends in the game, and the rewards are mainly going to be experience, Stardust, and Ultra Balls. However, this timed research does not say it will last beyond the end date of the event, so I'm thinking this one probably ends when the event ends, so you want to try and complete it before the end of the Adamant Time event. There will also be a special research coming out, which will apparently be season long, so not just till December, but until the end of the Timeless Travel season. There is no word on what the tasks or rewards for that will be yet, so we'll have to see when it goes live. There is also going to be field research, which is focused on encounters. So the following Pokemon will be available to encounter when you complete these field research tasks, and they include Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Vulpix, Abra, Machop, Geodude, Ponyta, Ghastly, Krabby, and Voltorb. Now these encounters fit with the theme of this event, and that is Pokemon that were released in 2016. So we've got the Kanto starters in there, plus a whole bunch of other Kanto Pokemon, and that matches up with what we're going to see in the wild spawns as well. So let's take a look at that. In the wild encounters, we are going to see again Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Vulpix, Oddish, Ponyta, Krabby, Voltorb, Coughing, Rhyhorn, Goldeen, and rarer spawns for Dratini. Important to note that every Pokemon during this event can be shiny. That includes the ones in the field research, these wild encounters, and the ones we're going to talk about coming up in raids. If you're missing any of the shinies for these, definitely get out there and hunt them during this event. And that is especially true for Vulpix, Ponyta, Krabby, and Voltorb, because they are going to have boosted shiny rates during this event. This wasn't listed as a bonus, but it kind of is a bonus for this event, and it is personally one of my favorites. We had it for the Paldean Adventure events. It just made it more fun to go out there and grind. You get a few more shinies. It's a little bit more motivating, I find. The possible Ditto transformations are also going to be switching up. So now in the wild, it is possible that the Oddishes, Coughings, Rhyhorns, and Goldeens you encounter might be a Ditto. I think it's a little bit unfortunate that Rhyhorn is in there. If I encounter a Rhyhorn, I want it to be a Rhyhorn. We're going to talk about the meta relevancy of Rhyperior later, which is the Rhyhorn evolution. Personally, I am still powering up some of my Rhyperiors, so I still need those candies. However, it could be a Ditto. It could be a shiny Ditto. So if you need shiny Ditto, you might want to get out there and hunt that as well. Now, there's also going to be showcases during this event, and those showcases will feature Krabby, Vulpix, Ponyta, Voltorb, and Ditto. We're also going to have 1- and 3-star raid bosses for the event. In 1-star raids, we're going to have Staryu, Omanite, and Kabuto. And in 3-star raids, we're going to have Chansey, Scyther, and Snorlax. Again, all of them can be shiny. Now let's talk about the meta relevancy of some of these Pokemon, and let's look at those 3-star raids first. We have Chansey in there, which evolves into Blissey. Both of them good gym defenders, especially Blissey. It has such high HP that it's just super tanky, super annoying to try to take down in gyms. And one of the benefits of raids is that you have a better chance at higher IVs. So if you need need some gym defenders, definitely get out there, hit a few Chansey raids, can also be shiny. If you already have good gym defenders, but they need more powering up, this is also a good opportunity to get some candies for them, so you might want to hit up some raids for candies. We also have Scyther in there. Now Scyther evolves into Scizor. Scizor can be used in the GBL, but mainly what I find it handy for is a PvE Pokemon, and especially for new players. So when I was new, I used Scizor a lot, and that's because it was super spammy, especially as a bug type with that Furry Cutter and X Scissor. It's also a decent iron type attacker with that Bullet Punch and Iron Head. Plus, it just has a lot of resistances, so it can be helpful in raids, but it's also just very good for taking down grunts. For a long time, it was my main go-to for pretty much every grunt when I didn't have a lot of attackers. The unfortunate thing is that Mega Scizor was just in raids from December 1st to December 9th, and that would have been a better time to hit it up because you'd also get the Mega Energy so that you could evolve your Scizor into Mega Scizor. However, if you miss those and you still need a good bug type or iron type attacker, then definitely hit up a few of these. Try and get two that have some decent IVs, and then you can put the bug type move on one and the iron type moveset on the other. Now in the field research and the wild spawns, we have those Kanto starters. Each of them has a good Mega, so if you don't have good IV versions of those or you want the shiny, definitely hunt those as well. Dratini will also be a rarer spawn, and Dragonair has some play in the Great League, and Dragonite has some play in all of the leagues. Now their shadow variants are better, so you might want to use those wild spawns really as a way to farm candy for them. And if you want to hunt Dragonite for PvP, then I would definitely recommend saving your Rocket Radars for Cliff and hunting him because he has Shadow Dratini right now, so you can catch a bunch of Shadow Dratinis, hopefully get those good PvP IVs, and then evolve them and use all those candies you've got. Next up, we have Rhyhorn in the wild, and Rhyhorn evolves into Rhyperior. Now Rhyperior is ranked number 59 in the Master League, but it's also a good raid attacker. So it is the number 7 non-mega, non-shadow, ground type raid attacker with Mud Slap and Earthquake moveset, and it is the number 2 non-mega, non-shadow, or the number 8, including megas and shadows, rock type raid attacker with Smackdown and Rock Wrecker. Note that Rock Wrecker is the legacy move, so you'll either have to use an elite charge TM to get it on there, or a better idea is go out, hunt those good Rhyhorns, and save them until there is an event where you can evolve it into Rhyperior and get that legacy move. That way you can save your elite charge TMs because they are very rare. It might be a while, so if you really need a rock type attacker right now, what you could do is save your best ones for when you can evolve it and get the move, and then save some high level ones that you can evolve into Rhyperior right now and put Stone Edge on them because that's its next best move. And then because they're already high level, you hopefully won't have to put too much candy or dust into them, and then you'll have some good rock type attackers to hold you over until an event comes along where you can evolve Rhyperior and he gets the move. And Stone Edge is still a good move for Rhyperior as a rock type attacker, so with Stone Edge instead of Rock Wrecker, he drops to number 7 in the no mega, no shadow rankings. I mean, still top 10, so still very good. That's basically everything for meta relevant Pokemon right now. However, since everything can be shiny, if you want or need the shinies of any of them, get out and get those as well. Let's go over all the details for the guaranteed lucky trade increase. So Niantic is increasing the number of guaranteed lucky trades from Pokemon caught in the past. This takes effect on December 11th at 10 a.m. So the same time the event starts, and they are increasing the number of lucky Pokemon you can get from this method from 15 to 25, which is a pretty big jump. It's almost double. And they're also adding another year. So previously it was 2016 and 2017. Now 2018 Pokemon are also included. And as I said at the beginning, it doesn't matter how many lucky Pokemon you have in your account. It matters how many lucky Pokemon you've got from trades like this. So even if you used up all your previous 15 trades like this and you have 1,000 lucky Pokemon in your account, you can still get 10 more from this type of lucky trade. And this change is not just for this event, it is permanent going forward. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, really helps me out. And if you want to see more Pokemon Go news, tips, and live streams, hit the subscribe button because we'll have lots more of that coming. If you want more Pokemon Go content right now, check out the video on the left or the right. We'll see you in the next one, friends.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
I've got something incredibly funky.